Hey guys, I am on. I discovered this when I was looking up Oscorp Industries and I found this. Now, as you notice, I love Oscorp, but the problem is I can't read any of this. So today we're going to test and see if Mr. Osborn makes his company accessible. So, Oz accessibility, here we go.
Mouse mode on.
And I love Oscorp.
Oscorp Industries, Home, Google Chrome, Pane.
Okay, so I identified the website Oscorp Industries and I'm gonna try to navigate around.
Tab. Table, has 1 rows, 2 columns, link, our company, row 1 of 1 column 1 of 2. Link, our services, column 2 of 2, value HTT, control.
Okay, so there's links that the screen reader identified. I know Windows Narrator would probably not be the in-universe screen reader, but let's pretend Peter Parker is, wearing the glasses because he's like me, he's 2200. Maybe there might be a universe screen reader, probably called, you know, Read and Guide or something like that would be interesting in the MCU.
Windows, exiting narrator.
So I identified the links and I'm gonna navigate around the site.
Mouse mode on. Oscorp, control.
I already know I'm on Oscorp.
Caps, HTTP, Oscorp, table exit, picture, image.
Oh, Mr. Osborne, you forgot to add alt text, which is basically a description of the photo. Um,
Separator.
okay, so there's a separator.
Oscorp Tower is the colossal skyscraper that stands as headquarters for the industry. It is unique in design and resembles Oscorp's latest technology. Inside holds many fancy rooms and facilities, its work areas, where loyal employees and even interns can concentrate on their research, its robotics lab department, cross-species facilities, homerooms, the biolab, and security areas. The robotics lab department is owned by Dr. Alistair Smythe. Now, the lab is off limits until further notice. The cross-species facilities are located in few places within Oscorp. Oscorp's homerooms can be found in most places throughout the tower, and they are used for relaxation, breaks, and lessons. It is unsurprising to see many employees walking within these rooms. Next, the biolab was made for research on multiple things regarding Oscorp scientists' work.
Okay, so it read a paragraph of something, so that's pretty nice. And I wanna give a thumbs up to Mr. Osborne here because there's high contrast on the site. There's a tiny bit of large print on the large we make tomorrow possible today. Oh, so that's the new model. Oh, okay. Um, and and I'm gonna navigate um the site again.
Separator. Oscorp Archives is a location that contains much of our past work such as experiments, documents, and even living creatures. Separator.
It's not reading any headings, which is unfortunate because to say a totally blind Oscorp like pretend there was a totally blind Oscorp intern, they would have trouble navigating the site a little bit.
Within the walls of Oscorp's secret research labs lies something that is heavily guarded, information. This information is very important regarding Oscorp's work, very vital to the next stages of human life.
Don't forget about accessibility, Mr. Osborne.
Oscorp teams up with Stark Industries.
Whoa! Right on! Huh. It's a shame because Stark's CEO is dead.
Plus sign.
Uh,
Interns wanted. Plus sign. Neurogenetics.
what's neurogeny?
Plus sign. Altering the future, from the cell to the superstructure.
Okay, so I read their model, and we have,
Table, plus, neurogenetics, plus, interns wanted. Oscorp teams up with Stark Industries, plus, interns wanted.
okay, so we have, now let's go back up
Up arrow,
and see if we can
up arrow.
navigate any of these things that are possibly up here.
Link, home, double tap to activate. 2 of 7 link, our company, double tap to activate. Value HT
Okay.
control.
Okay, so I'm on our, it said our company, double tap to activate. So I'm gonna double
Our
tap.
company, Oscorp Industries. Our company, Oscorp Industries has finished loading. 0% control.
This is good. This is good, Mr. Osborn, because I am 20 to over 200 visual acuity. And, I can't see the site, although there's a large print photo of the facility, so that helps. Um, Although I would have to navigate Oscorp with my cane, um, so the scientists know, oh crap, visually impaired intern, get out of her way. um, yeah, imagine if I was an intern for Oscorp, I would need to use my cane a lot, and that would make carrying whatever I need to carry very hard. I would have to have like an aide with me or something. Um, that's of Oscorp and of what's it called? Status? Forgot what Mr. Osborn called it. When you have a helper, but they're of Oscorp. Um, yeah, I think Oscorp has accessibility, and probably allows white canes. Um, but Oscorp should take a cue from Advanced Idea Mechanics, with their deep research into cures for whatever the heck disease. Because if Dr. Connors wants a regen formula, I would go to Dr. Rappaccini, because her formula kind of did a little bit of a better job. No offense, I know Oscorp tried their hardest, but I wonder if they can partner up with Advanced Idea Mechanics or something, because that would be really helpful. AIM and Oscorp together, that would be neat. Like 3 companies working together. AIM, Stark Industries, Oscorp. Like that would be pretty nice.
Link, Oscorp Industries. Value HT control.
Oh, this is good. It identified the logo, and I can't see it. I can see the shape of it a little bit from the colors, but I can't read it. So this is good. I'm gonna show you.
No previous item. No previous item.
Okay, so that's good. It doesn't let me, once I get on the logo, go back. That's a good sign so I don't get lost.
1 of 7. Link, home, tab. Link, services. Link, contact. Link, RP. Link, current/future projects. Link, employee portal. Control.
This
Value
is
HT control.
this is good. I'm navigating the site with ease. I hope you're watching, Mr. Osborn, because you have a visually impaired Oz fan, if you will, um, who can't really navigate your company too well. I would have to go to Oscorp with my cane. Imagine me going to Oscorp. I would have to use my white cane. It won't be a Oscorp brand, obviously, but imagine, hey Oscorp, future project idea for you, the Oz cane that gives you audio description of where you are in the facility. How cool would that be? The OS hyphen cane, Oz cane. How cool would that be? It would be for the visually impaired interns and anybody visually impaired. Hope you like the idea, Mr. Osborn.
Table.
Okay.
Norman Osborn, the son of industrialist Ambrose Osborn, was born in New Haven, Connecticut. Although Ambrose was a brilliant student in the fields of science, in college, where he studies chemistry and electrical engineering. Norman Osborn meets his sweetheart Emily, gets married, and eventually has a son whom he names Harry. In his adulthood, he co-founds a major firm with his former professor Mendel Strom called Oscorp Industries, of which he is owner and president. However, Emily becomes ill and dies when Harry is barely a year old.
Oh,
This tragedy pushes Norman Osborn to work harder.
oh. I'm so sorry for your loss, Mr. Rowe. That sucks. Freaking Osteron syndrome. Urgh.
Barnaby Funby is Norman's right-hand man. Since day one Barney has been in every conference meeting, every board meeting and has never missed a day of work. Norman and Barney will always be seen together as Barney is a very loyal man to the company. In November 2008 he was promoted Norman's assistant.
Okay, so they do have assistants that help out.
Alastair is the director of Oscorp's research towards nano and macro robotics. Back in 2008 Alastair came to the job with Dr. Curtis Connors, saying his nanotechnology idea would revolutionize Oscorp, and since that day his promise was fulfilled. Dr. Rajat Ratta is the supervisor of Oscorp's cross-species genetics program and a colleague of Dr. Curtis Connors. He oversees all of the experiments that are produced as to ensure for quality as well as safety before they are released to the general public.
So this is good. It's not unfortunately reading the names, like the headings of the names, but it's reading like the bio area, like the biography section.
Born in Schenectady, New York, Otto Octavius had a turbulent upbringing. His father, Torbert, a factory worker. Otto's devotion to study paid off with him being awarded a university scholarship. After graduating from college, Otto Octavius found work in an engineering firm. Otto became a brilliant and respected nuclear physicist, atomic research consultant, inventor, and lecturer. He designed a set of highly advanced mechanical arms controlled via a brain-computer interface to assist him with his research into atomic physics. The tentacle arms were resistant to radiation and were capable of great strength and highly precise movement, attached to a harness that fit around his body. Later in his criminal career, he claimed the inspiration for the device came from the Vitruvian Man, the famous pencil sketch by Leonardo da Vinci, one of his idols.
And this is pretty interesting.
Curtis Kurt Connors. Curtis Kurt Connors was born in Coral Gables, Florida. He was a gifted surgeon who enlisted in the U.S. Army and was sent off to war. He performed emergency battlefield surgery on wounded GIs, but his right arm was injured in a blast and had to be amputated. After his return to civilian life as a research technologist, Connors became obsessed with uncovering the secrets of reptilian limb regeneration. Working from his home in the Florida Everglades with the help of war buddy Ted Salas, he finally developed an experimental serum taken from reptilian DNA. He wants it to successfully regrow the missing limb of a rabbit and then chose to test it on himself. This has not yet been done but soon will be.
I'm sure given time it'll be, doing it the right way on humans. Because Dr. Connors tried it on himself and sadly failed.
Richard was working on a cure for cancer, in the form of a biological suit that could repair its host body. His name and work were known by scientists, including Dr. Kurt Connors, involved in recreating the super soldier formula that created Captain America. Before his disappearance he was working with arachnids with Norman Osborn. Research never found. Dr. Smith, Dr. Ross, Dr. Edward, Dr. Sonhai, Dr. Punch. Control.
I don't know what that is.
Windows. Exiting narrator.
I'm gonna magnify. Under magnifier. Science. Department. Oh, okay.
Mouse mode on. Value https://www.
Pretty interesting is there's lots of accessibility, but not as much as I was hoping for. Like say a totally blind intern worked at Oscorp, they would need help. Um,
Tab. Caps, Maxwell Dillon, link, Zdanois A. Alexander, corporate webmaster, value, control. Pure, altering the future, control.
okay, so we're like at the bottom part, I think.
Windows, exiting narrator.
What's pretty nice is, I can use magnifier and screen reader and navigate the site. So there you go. I would rate the site's accessibility as a 7. Screen reader navigates pretty well, but could use some work. Congrats on the accessibility, Mr. Osborn, because there's not a lot of brilliant minds with, you know, with vision impairment. I feel like one of those.